What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight. Alright, we're coming back to Eddie Vedder. Yes indeed, Eddie Vedder fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. This is a request from Southern Cross 38. Southern Cross 38 wanted to watch me react to this song from Eddie Vedder called Hard Sun. Now, I'm trying to think. I don't think I've heard this. To the best of my knowledge, I haven't heard this song before. This does not ring a bell with me. So, as far as I know, this is a new one. Now, as always, if I start listening to it and I go, wait, yeah, I've heard this before, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Let's see, this was posted by Arcadia Co-op. Wait, is it Arcadia Co-op or Arcadia Coop? Arcadia C-O-O-P. Could be Coop, could be Co-op, I'm not 100% sure. And the video has 102,370 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Eddie Vedder, Hard Sun. Water on the Road DVD. So, okay, so I think I've done a video from Water on the Road before. So this is from that same concert DVD. Okay, cool. All right, let's whoa. I was about to say let's do this. 7 minutes and 6 seconds. Let's get comfortable first. Now that we're comfortable, all right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Thank you very much, DC. Great night. Thanks for listening to everything.
Okay, so this is encore. This is an encore.
Beside her, I am the better man. When I look to leave her, I always stagger back again. Once I built an ivory tower so I could worship from above. And when I climbed down to be set free, she took me in again. There's a big hard sun on the big people in the big hard world. Once she comes to greet me, she is mercy at my feet. Yeah, when I see her in a song.
Okay, I gotta pause. Okay, full disclosure, being totally honest with you guys. When I saw that this was from the Water on the Road concert, that the live DVD, I saw him come out. He had a drummer and he had himself, and he has this other person doing vocals. He sat down, and I gotta be honest with you, this feeling of dread kind of came over me, and I was like, oh, it's gonna be one of those. It's gonna be one of those songs. Nope. It is not one of those songs. This song is It's upbeat. It's got energy. It's got life. It's got drive. It's got some attitude behind it. So this is not one of those songs. So far, I'm liking this. I'm liking this so far. I had to be honest with you though. I mean, coming into this, I saw the setup and I'm like, oh boy. Okay. Well, it'll get like a 7 or something like that, hopefully. No, so far so good. We still got about 5.5 minutes left. We'll see where this takes us.
She just throws it back at me. Once a dog in her to grave to find a better land. She just smiled and laughed at me and took the blues back again. That's a big heart sun beating on a big door in a big hard world. Oh, there's a big heart sun beating on a big door in a big hard world. When I go across that river, she is comfort by my side. When I try to understand, she just opens up her hand.
Nice, he's standing up, good. Okay, pause. Okay, as I was watching the video, I noticed a couple of things. Number one, they're using cryo. I didn't see that coming. But yeah, they got cryo going in the background against the background, not coming up to the front. Not like, you know, a big special effect or anything like that. Not even for not like a huge production value thing, but just as like a fog in the background, just going across the stage, not coming forward, just going across the backdrop, going from stage right to stage left. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. They had to use some fans, obviously, to make that happen, but it's a good effect. It adds to the overall value of the production, which is really nice. I want to talk about the vocal harmonies really quick. When I first heard the vocal harmony, it was meshing and blending really well. And the first thing that went through my mind was the harmonies are tracked. The blending it's too good. Eddie Vedder's voice is blending with that woman's voice just way too well. It's got to be tracked, right? Now, kind of like the situation with Tina S. I pointed out when I did my reaction to the Tina S performance of Moonlight, the third movement of Moonlight Sonata, I pointed out there were a couple of spots where she had a little flub. There was a couple little itty bitty flubs. Not a big deal, but it was really good. And I'm glad there were the flubs because it confirmed for me that she was playing live. That was not lip sung or that was not fake. It was really her playing live. So I was glad those couple little flubs happened. They're barely noticeable, but they were there. Same thing happened here. The high vocal, the vocal over Eddie's voice, at one point it started to dip just a little tiny bit flat, but then it corrected. So I'm glad that happened. I'm glad she went a little bit flat because what that showed me was, no, that is not tracked harmonies. Those are live. She is actually singing them because it did go just a tiny bit flat. But like I said, she corrected it. She heard it or she felt it or she heard it. I'm not sure which. More than likely, she probably felt it. And she corrected it. So I'm glad that happened. So now I know for a fact those vocals are not tracked. They are live. So awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I'm digging this so far. I'm not gonna lie. I'm digging this. I am digging this. Let's keep going. It's getting up there. Yeah, I'm digging this. The drummer's got a great feel here. The drummer's not overplaying. Everything he's doing with purpose. Everything serves a purpose and a reason with what he's doing. He's not overplaying at all. He's keeping his pattern very simple. I don't know who mic'd his drums. I don't know who's engineering the drums, but whoever did it, nice job. Especially micing the snare. The snare's coming through, but it's not overpowering. It's got a good tone to it. The snare is probably the most crucial thing to mic. Because if you haven't mic'd the snare properly, and you if it's coming out through the mix too hard or too soft, either way, it could really ruin the drum mix. Like, more than anything, more than cymbals, more than toms, even more than the kick. I would say the kick's probably the most important thing as far as coming through in the mix, but the snare is probably the most, I don't know if it's the most difficult, but it's the most crucial. It's the most crucial thing because a bad snare mix can ruin it. Can absolutely ruin it. I got a question for all the Pearl Jam fans out there that may know this. What is up with these lab coats? I'm not bad. I'm not criticizing it. I'm legitimately curious. Like, what's with the lab coats? They look like a bunch of doctors or lab technicians or pharmaceutical specialists or even scientists, but I don't get it. Like, can someone clue me in on this? I don't know. I don't know, and I would like to know. So, if anybody knows what's up with these lab coats, let me know in the comments. I'm curious. Hey! Double time feel. Nice! Hey! You crossed the barrier. Hey, did it again! Yes! He's rocking out, man. He's having a good time. Walking across the stage, interacting with the crowd. Yes, indeed. Oh, bring it down, bring it down. Gotta pause. It sounds like we're starting to bring it down a little bit, which is good. Dynamic control, always a good thing to show off. Bring it down. Hopefully they'll bring it up again. We'll see. I know you all saw me gushing right there for a little bit. I'm going to explain why. I don't know what the deal is. I've never understood this. And to this day, I still don't understand this. I don't understand the mentality. But when bands play live on stage, quite often, bands will use these things called wedges. Well, we call them wedges. They're called floor monitors, really, but we all call them wedges because they look like wedges. They're monitors that are pointing up at the performers, so that way the performers can hear themselves. If you don't have in-ear monitors, I prefer using in-ears personally, but I mean I've used wedges before, so. But there's this mentality, and I swear to you, I do not understand this mentality, but there's like this unwritten rule that you don't go past this barrier, and this barrier is created by the back of the monitors, the floor monitors, the wedges. It's like the wedges are on the floor and they create this invisible barrier. And musicians will come up to the barrier We'll put our foot up on the monitor. We'll lean over the monitor, but we won't actually cross that line. And I don't understand that mentality. I don't. I cross it all the time. I don't care. I don't know if I do it just out of spite or if, I don't know, but the showman in me just refuses to be held down. I like crossing that barrier. I like coming right up to the front of the stage, right to the edge, so I can interact with the crowd. I can give them high fives. I can shake hands. I could, point. I could do whatever. I don't like having that barrier there. And I don't care how close to the edge of the stage the wedges are. They could be 1 feet or 1 foot, 2 feet. I put on stages where the wedges were literally 5 feet from the edge of the stage. I will cross that barrier every single time. And not everybody does. Most musicians don't. And I don't understand it. So whenever I see a performer, a musician, cross that barrier like I do, it feels good. It really feels good. It takes what I do and it validates it. Like, I'm not the only one. I see other people doing it, especially guys like Eddie Vedder, who are so respected in the community, in the musical world. When he does it, it's just like, okay, now I don't feel so weird. I don't feel like I'm alone anymore. I love seeing musicians break that barrier and cross it and actually get into the crowd's faces. I love that. I absolutely love that. All right, let's back up a little bit. Sorry. Let's keep going here. Starting to come down. Even vocally. There's 2 ways they can go here. They can build it back up, or they're building back up again. Good. Yeah, man. One more. You're gonna say it. One more. Came back down again. Lots of dynamics in this. Nice. Ricardo. Oh yeah. Woo! Big ending. With a jump. Nice. Yeah. That was fun. That was not what I was expecting at all from the setup. When I saw the setup, a certain thought went in my head, and I was like, it's going to be one of those. Nope, this was not one of those. This was way better. Way better. This was fun to watch, and it was fun to listen to. Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. Well, there you go, folks. That was Eddie Vedder with Hard Sun. This was a request from Southern Cross 38. All right. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give this, you know what? Gotta change my score. Go up a little bit here. I thought about it. This feels right. This I'm actually happy with this score. All right. On a scale of 1 to 10, I can't believe I'm going to do this. I'm giving that a 9.0. Yep, 9.0. I feel great with that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
First of all, I've never given 3 9s in a row in one day of filming. This is my 3rd video of the day. I've given all 3 videos I've watched so far 9s. So this is a first. On top of that, I'm giving this to what is a technically, I mean, it wasn't an acoustic show, but it had an acoustic setting and acoustic feel to it. All right. I never thought it was either day. Okay, so Lots of good things happening. Let me just start off by saying, right off the gun, did this blow my mind? Yeah, it did. I saw this being set up. I saw them coming on stage. I saw a drummer. I saw a girl with a tambourine, and I saw Eddie with a guitar. And all I could think to myself was, oh, it's going to be one of those shows. It's going to be one of those acoustic style, sitting down type of shows. And I was like, okay, well, I mean, I'm sure I'll give it like in the 7s, you know, I'm sure it won't be bad, but it's, you know, it's not going to be great, but it'll be okay. I'll deal with it. Boy, was I wrong. Was I ever wrong? The mood and tone of the song, upbeat, uplifting, energizing, driving, it just was a feel-good song. Now, I have no idea what they were singing about. I have no idea what the song is about. All I can tell you is what the feel of the song was. The song could be about dying for all I know. I have no clue. I have absolutely no idea. But the feel of the song and the tone of the song was very positive, very uplifting, very driving, very energetic. Loved that. The harmonies were top notch. I loved them. I loved how her voice blended with Eddie's. You talk about a match made in heaven when it comes to blending vocals. Their tone meshed so well. The drumming was solid. It was very tastefully done. And I don't know who was engineering the drums. I don't know who was mixing the drums, but whoever it was did a top-notch job of especially miking the snare. I don't know who it was. I don't know what technique he used. I don't know if he was using a filter, but man, he was getting a great tone out of that snare. Now, I know a lot of it is the snare itself. I know a lot of it's mic positioning, and that's all important. All important. So whoever mic'd the drums, whoever did the kit, the miking on the kit, really knows their stuff because they did a great job. The performance is the other part that blew my mind. I loved seeing the energy from Eddie. He would sit down, but here's the thing. He would sit down, but then he wouldn't stay seated for long. He would get up and start rocking out. And he would rock out, Then when the song would come down, he would go back and sit down again. And when the song came back up, he would stand up and rock out again. I loved that. I loved the fact that he didn't take a single posture and stick to it. He was able to take what he was doing and make what his... He was able to take his actions, his movements, his motions, his stage presence, and make it fit what the song was doing. Fantastic job. And on top of that, he broke that invisible line and went right up to the front of the stage, walking right past the monitors without a care in the world. I loved that. Yes, absolutely. As a performer, as someone who, you know, prides himself on his showmanship and on his stage presence, I love seeing that. I love seeing the performers do the things that I do. It makes me feel like I'm doing something right. I'm not the only one. I love seeing other people do it because that takes what I do and makes me feel like I'm not alone in this world. There are other people who do it too. Thank you so much, Eddie Vedder, for doing that. That looked great, and it looked like he was having a blast doing it. So that's why it's getting the 9.0. Now, to be perfectly honest with you, is this a song I would ever put on a playlist? Not the gym. Maybe driving to Vegas, possibly. It's not completely my cup of tea, but it's at the same time, it's not, I don't regret listening to it. I actually enjoyed it. It's not something I would normally listen to. Would I put this on my driving to Vegas playlist? Yeah, actually, I think I will. I think I will put this on there. It had a good feel. It had good energy. It had life to it. And I won't fall asleep to it. It could be fun. It could be fun. So yeah, I'm willing to put it on my driving to Vegas playlist. Absolutely. Like I said, not completely my cup of tea, but it sounded really good. It sounded more than really good. It sounded great. And it did blow my mind, which is why it's getting the 9.0. So, 9.0, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hopefully you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you did enjoy the show and you would like to see more videos like this, feel free to join the fan base by clicking on that button down there. Yeah, you know the button I'm talking about. Click on that button, join the fan base, and become one of us. Now, for whatever reason, if you don't feel like clicking on that button, that's okay. I still respect you. Also, if you did enjoy the video, please feel free to give the video a thumbs up. It will do me a world of good, and it will do you absolutely no harm whatsoever. Finally, if you guys do join the fan base, you will find a bell down there that you can click on. By clicking on that bell, it'll keep you up to date on everything happening with this channel, including when new content gets dropped. So, if you want to stay in the know, click on the bell, and you'll stay in the know. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Until next time, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.